Tap, quote, covered. It's that easy. Cover your car, home, and stuff faster than ever. Get a quote now and see how much you can save when you get naked. Tap, quote, covered. It's that easy. Cover your car, home, and stuff faster than ever. Get a quote now and see how much you can save when you get naked. Quote, covered. It's that easy. Cover your car, home, and stuff faster than ever. Get a quote now and see how much you can save when you get naked.
So with that being the case, family, feel the problem. So family, problem tse ke sendetseng tsona, ke kopa le njwetse gore le batla re shebane le question efe kapa le batla problem dife. Guys, ke kopa le njwetseng a qala fela ka question 1 because ke handle di patla tsa functions se fela. Now na me le boneng bothata in question 1 family. Now na me le boneng bothata in question 1. Guys, is there any way my burning problem in question 1? And now I'm going to question 1. Guys, is there anywhere we had a problem in question 1, please? Did we have any problem in question 1? Lisa says inequalities. So asking guys, question 1, inequalities. Okay, Kukubashin problem here, the inequalities here. The problem of the inequalities is 1.4. I think so, 1.1.4. Okay. So it's actually 2x squared plus 5x minus what? 3. Not minus 3. Less or equal to what? To 3. Okay, family. So these are the sets of my benefit. So with that being the case, we are going to have to look at this. So it was how much? It was actually 4 marks. So it's actually 4 marks. So let's look at the problem, family. Now when we look at the problem, we are going to say what? We are going to say we are going to leave what? We are going to leave one side equal to what? We are going to leave one side equal to 0. So it's going to be what? It's going to be 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 less or equal to what? To 0. Family, so you are going to get what? You are going to get 1 mark, family. You are going to get 1 mark for leaving one side equal to what? To 0. Okay. So number 2, you are going to have the critical values. Okay. So I hope guys you happy. Yes, thank you. So we have the what? We have the critical what? Values. The critical values are what, family? The critical values are. Can you please tell me the answers, family? What were the critical values? Critical values. I'm not sure. What was our critical values? Can you please type me the critical values, family? What was our critical values here? Family, what were the critical values? So it's going to be 2x plus or minus 3, no, and 1. Okay. Therefore, x is equal to half, or x is equal to what? To negative 3. Okay. So those were what our critical values were. Now you don't have to write that. You just so it is what? It's now negative 3 and what? And half. Very. So it's negative 3 and what? And half. Now the question is, we have 2 types of answers. Okay. We have 2 types of answers. We have option 1, which is this one, or option 2. Option 2 is this one, or it's pointing that direction. So family, our answer is this one or this one. Okay. So family, so this one is for what? This is for towards, and then this is for what? Away. Okay. So family, can we look at this thing? Can we look at this thing and just comment in that? Is this thing pointing towards x squared or away from x squared? I repeat guys, is this inequality pointing towards x squared or away from x squared? Is it pointing towards x squared or away from x squared? Is this pointing, this one, is it pointing towards or away from x squared? The people are saying what? People are saying towards. So the answer on towards. It's as simple as that, family. You choose the answer for towards, and then you take the small one, you put it on the left hand side, and you take the big one towards, and you put it on the right hand side, and then you get 4 marks just like that. It's as simple as that, guys. Your answer is this one or this one. I don't think you can try to critical values, but family, I repeat, if this thing is pointing towards this, this is our union, our answer is going to be this one. And then family, remember, if was 9 to 9, if the equal sign is not there, you have to remove all the equal signs, but the answers still remain what? The same. Any question? Any question? Okay. Then another problem in question 1, family. Another problem in question 1. Is there another problem? Is there another problem in question 1, family? Is there another problem in question 1? Okay, no problem in question 1. Okay, question 2. Okay, someone said, ask you see, if they ask, who is this? Lisa said, and if they ask, if in fraction form, I don't understand, Lisa, about how they ask in fraction form. Okay. Then we have another intro. Kiratilum frequency is 1.1.5. And then Timbe, who's this? Timbeka Ndebele said hi. I'm lost. Is this tomorrow's paper? What do you mean when you say tomorrow's paper? I am lost. When you say tomorrow's paper, what do you mean when you say tomorrow's paper? Then 1.1.5. 1.1.5. What? It's going to be x 1.1.5. Then it's going to be 2 over 500. 500. Sharp way. It's called to 20. So this was 1.1.5. Family, they said solve for x for this one. Family, they said solve for x for this one. So what are we going to do with this one? We are going to divide. With this one, we are going to divide both sides with how much? With 5, family. I repeat, we are going to have to divide both sides with what? With 5. And when you divide both sides with 5, 5 cancels 5. And then our answer is going to be what? It's going to be x 2 over 5 is equals to the power of 2 over 5 is equals to what? Is equals to 4, family. Family, this is the first one, but you're not done yet. When you're not done yet, you're going to have to say what? You're going to have to fix this one to an exponent. Remember, we work with an exponent of either 1, or we work with the base of either 1, 2, 3, 5, or what? Or 7. Okay? So this one doesn't belong in any of these. So therefore, you have to change this one. How do you change it? You say it's x to the power of 2 over 5 equal to 2 to the power of what? Of 2, family. Okay? Then you want to get rid of what? You want to get rid of this exponent. What do? You multiply with the reciprocal what? Inverse. What is a reciprocal inverse? Reciprocal inverse is when you multiply by what? You take 2 over 5, then interchange it. How do you interchange it, family? It's 2 over 5. So when you interchange it, 5 comes on top and then 2 comes to the bottom. So it's 2 over 5. I'm going to multiply by 5 over 2. And then what I do on the left hand side, I also have to do on the right hand side. I'm also going to multiply the 2 by 5 over 2. Family. Then what happens? This 2 cancels this 2, and then this 5 cancels this 5. Therefore, 2 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 2. It's actually x to the power what? Of 1. Okay? But remember, we don't have to write that one. Okay? Then after that, it's going to be 2 cancels 2. Remember, if you multiply two numbers and they are into you are multiplying two things, and 2 or the same numbers, the other side is the numerator. Is the numerator. Remember, this is 2 over 1. If 2, this side is the numerator and that side is the denominator, they have to cancel each other. The same way as 2 was the denominator, and then 2 was the numerator, and then 2 was the denominator. They had to cancel each other. 5 was the denominator, and then the other 5 was the numerator. They had to cancel each other. So the same thing went on. These 2 will cancel what? These 2, and they will give us an answer of what? They will give us an answer of 2 to the power of what? Of 5, where x will be equal to 32. Any question? Any question on that one? Yes, tomorrow you are writing maths. I understand. Yes, tomorrow you are writing maths. So that is true. So you are going to be writing about this topic. I'm not saying this is the paper that you are writing tomorrow. It's simply the topics that you are writing with tomorrow. Yes. These are the topics that you are writing with tomorrow. Sharp. And then Lisa says, I mean, if they asked us in this form, for example, x squared plus 4x plus 3 all over x minus 1 is greater than 0. So, guys, Lisa is asking it in this way. Let me just write it here. Lisa is saying, family, what if we had x squared plus 4x plus 3 all over x minus 1 which is greater than what? Than 0. So Lisa, you are saying this, ne? So you are saying which values of this would be like this. Okay? So Lisa, it's still very simple. For me, this is over 1. Then you cross multiply. Then you simply cross multiply, Lisa. This one multiplied by this one, Lisa, is going to be x squared plus 4x plus 3. And then this one multiplied by this one is still going to be what? It's still going to be 0. So for me, Lisa, if it's like this, it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. You simply cross multiply. And then it's going to what? It's going to cancel the one at the bottom. Yep. Then those will be your answer. So after that, I know you can do it. But your answer, because this one and this one are facing, this one is pointing away from x squared, your answer is going to be like this. This one is pointing away from x squared, therefore your answer is going to be like this. Any question? Family, any question in question 1? Is there another one that feeling challenge in question 1? Family, is there another problem that gave you challenge in question 1? Because part of it. Question 1, is there anything else feeling problem again in question 1? We did 1.1.4, we did 1.1.5. Family. And then is there anything that gave you another challenge in the paper? Is there anything that gave you another challenge, family, in the paper? Any question? Okay, no question. So question 2, family, is there anyone who had a problem in question 2? Now in question 2 before Kefita. Any problem in question 2? And then Mpositole says 1.1.6. Askisin Sitole says 1.1.6. 1.1.6. Okay, so they said 1 point, then they said 1.1.6, 1.1.6, 1.1.6, 1.1.6 is 2 to the power of x minus 12 to the power of 2 to the power of x, then is equals to negative 4. I get familiar? So this one is the what? Is the K method. Ne? The problem is what? Is here we have over 1 and then we have over 1. Okay? So all the problems that we want to work with, a straight line for me. So the first thing that you have to do if you know Sunny, you have to get rid of this one. Family, you have to get it. This is 1, this is 1, this is 2 to the power of x. We can't have 2 to the power of x as what? As the denominators. What do? We get rid of this 2 to the power of x. Guys, we get rid of this 2 to the power of x. We multiply everything with 2 to the power of x. Family, I repeat, we multiply everything by 2 to the power of x. Why we multiply by 2 to the power of x? To get rid of this one, of this 2 to the power of x. Then what happens? 2 to the power of x multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Remember, if you multiply the same base, you add the exponent. So 2 to the power of x multiplied by 2 to the power of x is going to be x plus x family. Therefore, it's going to give us 2 to the power of 2x family. That's the first one. Now, 12 over 2 to the power of x multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Remember, I've just explained right now. I said, if your thing is the denominator, and you are if 2 to the power of x is the denominator, and then you multiply with 2 to the power of x of the numerator, they have to cancel each other out. So 2 to the power of x multiplied by negative 2 over 2 to the power of x, they cancel each other. And when they cancel each other, in a cancel, we'll be left with what? With 12. Is equals to. Then we see what, family? Then we say negative 4 multiply by 2 to the power of x. I repeat, negative 4 multiply by 2 to the power of x. Our answer is going to be negative 4 2 to the power of x. Then you get 1 mark for this. Then, family, I repeat and I repeat. I said if this x is double this one, that is a quadratic equation. I repeat, if this one, even if it can be half x, and this one is quarter x, as long as this one is double this one, that is a quadratic what? Equation. I'll repeat it for the last time. If 2 to the power of x is double, if 2x is double the one here, family, that is a quadratic what? Equation. What does it mean when you say a quadratic equation, family? You have to leave one side equal to what? To 0. Therefore, I have to take this to this side. Family, about 2 to the power of 2x plus, it was minus, now it's plus what? 4 times 2 to the power of x minus 12 is equals to what? To 0. Then you get 1 mark for the standard form. Guys, you get 1 mark for the standard form. After this, you say what? You say let. You say this one, the one in the middle, family. This one in the middle. Family, I repeat it, this one in the middle. You are going to say let 2 to the power of x be equal to what? Be equal to k. Family. Then, automatically, it says what? It says, if this is 2 to the power of 2x, now this one is now doubled here. We also double the exponent here. Therefore, it's going to be what? K squared. So, 2 to the power of x is equal to k. Therefore, 2 to the power of 2x will be what? K squared. Which is this one, family? Which is this one? 2 to the power of 2x is what? It's k squared. Okay, family? Then, plus 4, 2 to the power of x, 2 to the power of x is now what? K is going to be k. Minus 12 is equal to what? To 0. Then you do what, family? You factorize. You can use the quadratic equation where you say a is equals to 1, b is equals to 4, then you say c is what? Is equals to negative 12. Family, you can use this. But if you can also what? You can also what? Factorize. But guys, remember, this is dangerous because when you use the quadratic equation area x is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. This is all over 2a. But remember, if you use a quadratic equation, guys, if you say a quadratic equation here, remember this is in subject with what? With k. So your answer that you're going to get here is not x, it's k. So the answers that you are getting here are not x values, they are what? They are k values. Therefore, you are going to find your k as what? As negative, am I correct? Yes, negative 6, or k as what? As 2, family. Again, don't cancel immediately, but family, k can never be equal to negative 2, negative 6. So therefore, k will never be equal to what? To negative 2x for your level at the moment. Therefore, you substitute. What is k? K will be 2 to the power of x is equal to what? Negative 6. Family. Therefore, we cannot have this one as positive and the one as negative. Therefore, you still cancel it. But with this one, you can still find the answer when we say what? When we say k, when you say 2 to the power of x is what? Is equal to 2 to the power what? Of 1. If the bases are the same, the exponents are equal in a what? In an equation. Therefore, x is equal to what? To 1. And that is your final answer. X how keep guy to 1 family. Any question on that one? Any clarity seeking questions on that one family? On that one? Any questions on that problem before Kimuvelo and Jabulo? Because Jabulo said 2.1.6. And Jabulo said, who is this? Yes, they said 2.1.3 family. So I'm asking you on that one, family. Is there any question on that one? Is there any question? Any question, family? No question. Okay. Then if family there's no any other question, let's go to what? Let's go to 2.1.3 family. But if there's no question on that one, let's go to 2.1.3 family. Now on 2.1.3, Erin Horona family. 2.1.3. Okay. 2.1.3. Okay. 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 times 15 2x minus 3 all over 27 x minus 1 times 3 to the power of x times 5 to the power of what? 2x minus 4. Finish. So you have this problem. And then the question will simply say what? Simplify. Guys, put your total when I simplify. Family, I repeat. Once you guys, once you the laws of exponents, family. Because now you are starting to deal with what? With the laws of what? Of exponents. What are you going to do here, family? I repeat. You are starting to do it. Remember, the laws of exponents, guys, remember we prefer working with what? We prefer working with 1, 2, 3, 5, 7 family. Again, I repeat, guys. We prefer, guys. I repeat. We prefer working with 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. Again, sharp. Any base, guys. Base any base family that does not fall in these numbers. We have to what? We have to fix it. I repeat, guys. Any problem that does not fall, any base, SM1, 2, 3, 5, and 7, any base that is not 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7, we have to fix it. So family, here our base is what? Here, family, our basic guy, keep 3. So that one is fine. Family, I repeat. This one, the base, it's 3. It's part of these numbers. So we are fine with it. Therefore, our answer is going to be what? It's going to be 3 to the power of 2x plus 1. We leave it the way it is. Guys, hurry it in next. We don't touch it. Because 3 is already part of these numbers. And then we have 15, family. We have 15. We have 15. Therefore, 15 is not part of these numbers. Family, I repeat again. 15 is not part of these numbers. Therefore, we have to fix 15. Guys, we have to fix 15. How do we fix 15, family? We find what? The factors. How do we find the factors? We say here, this is 3 times 5 to the power of 2x minus 3 over. So, family, I repeat again. This, we had to fix this one by using these numbers. So, here it's going to be what? It's going to 15 is going to be what? It's going to be 3 multiplied by what? By 5. Then we have 27, family. 27 is not part of these 5 numbers. I repeat, 27 not part of these numbers. Therefore, we have to fix 27. What do we say? 27 therefore will be what? Will be 3 to the power of 3x minus 1. And get family. I repeat, family. Now, how, family, for people who are struggling in maths, how do I get this number on a calculator? You press on a calculator, you press 27. Yeah? After pressing 27, you press the equal sign. Family, after pressing the equal sign, you press the shift button. After pressing the shift button, family, you press what? You press, there's a button that did this. And then on top of it, it wrote what? Fact. Family, you press this button. And it's on top of the button of ENG. Guys, if I do my button here, ENG, then it will give you what? Those numbers, family. Okay? Therefore, we go to what? To this one, family. This one, it's fine because the base is what? Is 3. I write the base as what? Is 3. This one is also fine because the base is what? Is 5. So, that is my first what? Situation. Okay? Therefore, after that, family, after that, what do I do? Family. After that, what do I do? I'm going to remove the brackets. How do I remove the bracket? This is an exponent of 1. This is an exponent of 1. There is a rule that says what? That says if you have an exponent outside the bracket, you distribute it to what? To all the bases inside the bracket. I repeat again, guys. It says what? If you have an exponent outside the bracket, you distribute it to what? To all the bases inside the bracket. How do we distribute it to all the bases inside the bracket, family? This one we leave because in a higher bracket, family, so it's still going to be what? It is still going to be 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 times, then I'm going to say 1 multiplied by this, family. I repeat, I'm going to say exponent of 1 multiplied by 2x minus 3. And my answer is still going to be what? It's still going to be 2x minus 3 times. Then I'm going to say what? 1 of 5 now, of 5. I'm going to say 1 multiplied by 2x minus 3. My answer is going to be 5 to the power of what? Of 2x minus 3. Then this is all over. Then I see what? Another one is this one. I'm going to say what? I'm going to say 3 multiplied by x minus 1. So therefore, what is it going to say? It's going to say 3 to the power of what? Of 3x, family. I repeat again. I'm going to say what? I'm going to say, it's going to say 3 multiplied by x. 3 multiplied by x is going to be 3x. Then 3 multiplied by negative 1 is going to be what? Negative 3. I repeat again. 3x multiplied by 3 multiplied by x is 3x. Then 3 multiplied by negative 1 is going to be negative 3, family. Okay? Then we are going to say multiply by 3 to the power of x. Then times 5 to the power of 2x minus 4. Okay? Then it says what rule? If family, I repeat, if only base, and guys, if only base on top, I repeat, family, if there are bases on top that are the same, you are going to have to add the exponents. because it's going to be 3 to the power of 2x plus 1 multiplied by 3 to the power of 2x. If both of them are at the bottom and both of them are at the top, you are going to have to add those ones who are at the top, and you're going to have to add those ones at the bottom, because there's a law that says what? If you multiply the same base, you add the exponents. Family, how do you add the exponents? It's going to what? It's going to be 3 2x plus 1 plus 2x minus 3 times 5 to the power of 2x minus 3. And then this is all over what, family? This is going to be this one plus this one. So it's 3x minus 3 plus x. So it's going to be 3x minus 3 plus x times, family, 5 to the power of 2x minus 4. Then I simplify. When I simplify, I'm going to say what, family? I'm going to say this is 2x plus 2x is going to be 4x. Then 1 minus 3 is going to be negative 2. Family. Right. Then I'm going to say multiply by 5 to the power of 2x minus 3. This is all over. Then I'm going to add this one, family. It's going to be 4x plus 3x plus x is going to what? It's going to be 4x and then minus 3 times 5 to the power of 2x minus 4. Family. Family, e re ke le ruteng security ya palo ena, family. E re ke le ruteng security ya palo ena. But le ruta security ya palo. Security ya palo ena ke eng, family? E ke hore security ya palo ena ke hore the secret of this problem is, if basically we simplify, your final answer should be a number. It's 9x, it's number power x. The x all of them should cancel out. I guess we give one since school. Hangata, if they say simplify something like this, you are going to find it normal. Whether 15 over 12 cup again, but the answer that you're going to get, how I can into the exponent in your x 99% of the time. So I get it. There's no, how can I say, guys? There's no longer the ones that are the same on top. Now they are only the same what at the bottom and top. Okay, so these are now what dividing what each other, which gives us what a law that says if you divide the same base, you have to subtract what the exponent. How subtract the exponent, guys? Okay, maybe 3 to the power of 4x minus 2 minus. Then, guys, please, how minus a family, put them inside the bracket. I'll repeat it again. When you subtract them, please put them inside the bracket. When you put them inside the bracket, it's going to be what? It's going to be 4x minus 3 times what? 5 to the power of 2x minus 3 minus open bracket 2x minus 4. Family, when you add them, you don't have to put them inside the bracket. But when you subtract them, it is a must. It is a must that what? That you put them what? Inside what? The bracket, family. Then what's going to happen, family? What's going to happen? So this is what's going to happen, family. What's going to happen is we are going to have 3 to the power of how much? 4x minus 2 negative multiplied by positive negative 4x. Then negative multiplied by negative is going to be plus 3 times 5. Then it's going to be what? 2x minus 3 negative multiplied by positive negative what? 2x then plus 4 family, because it's going to be negative multiplied by negative what? Negative 4. Then my answer is this one, 4x minus 4x. They subtract each other, they give us what? A value of what? Of 0. Then it's going to be what now? It's going to be negative 2 plus 3, which is going to be what? 1 times. Then I come to this one, it's going to be 2x minus 2x. They are going to cancel each other because they give us a value of 0. Then it's going to be negative 3 plus 4. Our answer is going to be 5. 1 to the power 5. Therefore, answer family, it's 15. So get out after solving this problem, family, after solving this problem, you are going to get a value of what? Of a number. A number anything related to what? to x, or in terms of what? Of x. Any question on that one? Before I go to Lisa said 2.2. Lisa said 2.2. Any question on that one? Any question on that one? Any question on that one? Okay, no question. Because there's no question. And then now the question said 2.2. The square root of 2 ish. The square root of 2 over square root of 2 plus 1 plus 4 over the square root of 2. And then simplified 2. But when I simplified to a certain what? To a certain number. Okay? But simplified to a square root of 2 plus 1, something like that. Guys, any question? No questions. So family, with this one is very easy, Lisa. What are you going to do this one? You're going to say square root of 2 over what? Square root of 2 plus 1. Then you're going to multiply with this one. Guys, you're going to multiply with the reciprocal inverse of this one. You're going to multiply by 1, okay, because you want to get rid of the square root. So you're going to multiply with how much, family? You're going to multiply by with this one, but with an opposite side. Family, if this one was positive here, okay, we're going to multiply, family. We're going to multiply by the square root of 2 minus 1, the square root of 2 minus 1. Family, we are going to multiply with this one, but with the opposite side. So if Mona and square roots are 2 plus 1, let us square root of 2 minus 1. Okay? If Mona and square roots are 2 minus 1, Mona and square roots are 2 plus 1. As long as they have opposite what? Opposite sides. Then we are going to multiply by plus 4 over the square root of 2. Then with this one, family, with this one, because Mona and square roots are 2 family, because here it's only the square root of 2. You are going to multiply by with the square root of what? Of 2. Family, if my square roots are family, if here is square root of if it's square root of 2 plus 1, you are going to multiply by what? By square root of 2 minus 1, square root of 2 minus 1. But, family, if it was 4 over square root of 2, you are simply going to multiply by what? By square root of 2 over the square root of what? Of 2, family. Remember, whenever you multiply the same things, they cancel each other. Okay? So what's going to happen, family? Square root of 2, look, square roots are 2. Square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2. Family, if you multiply the square roots that are identical inside what? Inside the square root, family, your answer is going to be whatever that is inside what? The square root. So, for example, square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2, your answer is going to be 2. Family, I repeat, square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2, your answer is going to be 2. Then square root of 2 multiplied by negative 1. Square root of 2 multiplied by negative 1, your answer is going to be negative square root of what? Of 2. Remember the law of what? Of 1. Whatever you multiply 1 with, it is that thing. Okay? Sharp. Then this is all over, family. Hurry. Square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of what? Of 2. I repeat again, family. Square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2. Your answer is going to be 2. The square root of 2 multiplied by negative 1. Answer, the same as that one. Square root of 2 multiplied by negative 1. Negative square root of what? Of 2. Then 1 multiplied by the square root of 2. I repeat, 1 multiplied by the square root of 2 is going to be the square root of 2. Then negative 1 multiplied by negative 1. Your answer is going to be negative 1. I repeat again, square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2, 2. Square root of 2 multiplied by negative 1, negative square root of 2. 1 multiplied by the square root of 2, square root of 2. 1 multiplied by negative 1, negative 1. Then you're going to say plus that one. You say what? You say 4. I repeat, guys, you say 4 multiplied by the square root of what? Of 2. I repeat again, 4 multiplied by the square root of 2. Your answer is going to be what? Is going to be 4 the square root of what? Of 2. Finish. Now, square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2. Your answer is going to be how much, family? Your answer is going to be 2. Remember, whenever you multiply the same square root, your answer will be what? Will be 2. Tomorrow is chai for us. No, don't be negative right now, because at least what's again. If you is so key, what's an open parallel side, we just say couple now, how can buy a side chain, even if you say it, well, my high side chain, it's already chain, then what's going to happen, family, is going to be 2 minus the square root of 2 over, then negative square root of 2 plus square root of 2. They are identical but with opposite signs, therefore they minus each other out. Therefore we are left with what, family? With 2 minus 1. Okay? Then also here is going to be what? 4 the square root of 2 divided by what? By 2. Then our final answer is going to be square root of 2 minus square root of 2 is going to be 2 minus the square root of 2 over how much? 2 minus 1? 1. Family. Plus, sorry. Then it's going to be plus. Here it's going to be what? 4. Guys, 4 divided by what? By 2. Your answer is going to be what? Is going to be 2 the square root of what? Of 2. Then whatever, family, remember, whatever we divide that 1 king, get that thing. 1 million divided by 1 million. 600,000 divided by 1, 600,000. 50 billion divided by 1, 50 billion. So square root of 2 minus the square root of 2 divided by 1 is going to be 2 minus the square root of 2 plus 2 the square root of what? Of 2, family. Right. Then, like terms, family, like terms. Family, you had, guys, only 2 square roots of 2. Only square root is 2 are 2. Family, only square root is only square root is 2, say 2. Only square root is 1, only square root is 2. Only square root is 2, say 2. Ish. So you have 2 square roots of 2. You have 2 square roots of 2. You remove 1 square root of 2. You are left with what? You are left with simply what? With positive square root of what? Of 2. And that is your final answer. That is your final answer. Any question? on that one? Guys, any question on that one? Any question on that one? Any question on that one? Okay, no question. Sharp. Then they say to us, the 2.3, they say x squared minus mx plus m plus 3 equal to what? To 0. And then they say to you, solve for m if it has equal roots. If your problem has equal roots, family. They are saying solve for x if your problem has what? Has equal roots. Family, we have 3 types of roots for now. We have what? We have real roots. What is real roots? For real roots, delta is greater or equal to what? To 0. And then for unreal roots, delta is less than what? Less than 0. Okay? And then for equal roots, delta is equal to 0. Okay? And then for real and unequal roots, delta is greater than 0 fail. Okay? So those are your answers. Okay? So therefore we are given this. They say to us, solve for m when the roots are what? Are equal. They say solve for m when the roots are what? Are equal, family. So therefore, before we start with that, if we have something which is like this in standard form, family, you have to find A, you have to find B, and then you have to find what? C, family. I repeat, you have to find A, you have to find B, and you have to find what? C. Family, what is A? A is the coefficient, guys, Peter. A is the coefficient of x squared. B, the coefficient of x. Then C, anything that does not have what? X. Whether it's a constant or variable. As long as it's not x, also guys C. And then if in x failure, guys, it will in B. And then if a coefficient is x squared, it will A. Therefore, what is the coefficient of x squared here, family? It's 1. Family. Again, it's what? It's 1. Then, what is the coefficient of x? The coefficient of x is minus m. Guys, I repeat, the coefficient of x is minus m. Then the coefficient of what? What is this? C is any of them that do not have what? X. Which one do not have x? The ones that do not have x, it's m plus 3. Sharp. That is our answer. Then we have to find what? We have to find what? You say what? Because they want the value of m for equal roots. Then you say what? You say for equal roots. You say this. For equal roots, delta is equals to what? To 0. You say, guys, for equal roots, because they said solve for m when the roots are equal, family. Then you say what? For equal roots, delta is equals to what? Delta is equals to 0, family. Okay? Then you say what? You say, what is delta? What is delta, family? Delta is b squared minus 4ac is equals to what? To 0. Then what is your b? Your b is negative m. And then what? Your c, keep going, m plus 3, and then your a is 1. Therefore, it's going to be what? It's going to be negative m squared minus 4, 1. Then c m plus 3 is equals to what? To 0. Okay, for me. Therefore, it's going to be what more? It's going to be m squared. This one times this one is going to be 4. Negative 4 multiplied by m, it's going to be negative 4m. Then negative 4 multiplied by 3 is going to be negative what? Negative 12, family. Okay? Then you use the quadratic equation. A is equals to 1, b is equals to negative 4, then c is equals to negative 12. Therefore, your m will therefore be equal to 6, or your m will be equal to what? To -2. And that will be what? Your final answer. And that will be your final answer. And that will be your final answer. For equal roots. For equal roots, delta is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Therefore, b squared minus 4ac. Remember, delta is b squared minus 4ac. So we will move on and delta whatever b squared minus what? Minus 4ac. Any question, family? Potso? Any question? On question 2. Any question on question 2, family? Any question on question 2? Okay. Any problem with question 3? Any problem with question 3? Question 3. Any problem with question 3? Question 3, family? Any problem with question 3? Question 3? Guys, any problem with question 3? Any problem with question 3, family? Help with question 3. Where in question 3, please? Mochi, where was the problem in question 3? 3.5. 3.5. They are saying 3.5. Someone just said 3.5. Another person? Another person? Another person is there? Someone? Another question 3? .4. Impostor has said 3.4. .5. So far it's 3.4 and 3.5. 3.4 and 3.5. All of question 3. No, yeah. All of question 3, all of it. We did that question for 3 days. For 3 days. We did that question for 3 days. All of that how question go flat. I feel like mark. question go fela e antsosa guys sa kana energy a re gara ile nko tse matlhong tsa mo shela video tsa maobane o tsa Arabic but ya ntho mkhotsi go ke tlotsa question go fela ba tlo maka sana na go khetse question go fela go sana re ngola sana se ngola ha sana but wait other people said only one of the common question is 3.3.5 okay family, so your equation was let's say 3.4 family 3.4 okay Eric gets a fast for garam kamori feel guilty but we have f at x is equals to 1 over x minus 3 minus 2 I get 3.1 it will hlaya usani guys 3.1 it will hlaya usani 3.1 it will hlaya usani for 3.1 mun batlo guys batlo wena write down the equation of the asymptotes fast guys the equations of the asymptote you take this you say equation of the asymptote you say x minus 3 is equals to 0 then you say x is equals to, you take this one to the side, it changes sign, therefore your x is equals to what? Is equals to 3. And get that's the first one. Then the second one is what? Y is equals to what? To negative 2. Okay, you take the denominator or like another 0, then you take this one, you say it's equals to what? Is equals to negative 2. That's your first 2 marks. So I repeat guys, that's your first what? 2 marks. Okay? Then 3.2 family. 3.2 barobatle the x-intercept. They say to write down what? The x-intercept. X-intercept means what? Y is equals to what? To 0. X-intercept means what? Y is equals to 0. Therefore, how y is equal to 0 to bar? Y is equals to 1 over x minus 3 minus 2 family. Therefore, your answer is going to be 0 is equals to 1 over x minus 3 minus 2. Okay, family? Therefore, your answer will not work, family. It over this one, you take this one to this side, it changes its sign. About 2 is equals to 1 over x minus 3 over 1. What do you do, family, when you arrive here? You cross multiply. You say 2 multiplied by x, 2x. 2 multiplied by negative 3 is going to be negative 6 is equals to what? 1 multiplied by 1, family. Okay? Then you take this one to this side, okay? About 2x is equals to 1 plus 6. Therefore, 2x is equals to 7. We divide by 2. X is equals to what? To 3,5. What does it mean? X is 3,5. Y is what? It's 0. And yeah, those are your x-intercepts. And yeah, then 3.3 family. They say to you, draw the function. Draw. And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time because we have done this many times. So when they say draw, again, sharp. The first one, we start with this one. X is equals to 3. X is equals to 3. X is positive, it's in the right hand side. Therefore, our vertical line will be in the right hand side where x is equals to what? Where x is equals to 3. That's the first one. Then number 2, y is equals to negative 2. Y is equals to negative 2. Here is y is equals to what? To negative what? Negative 2. Then you get 1 mark for this. You get 1 mark for that. Family. You get 1 mark for this. Then family, we look at our value here. Our value is what? Our value is positive. So family, if our value is positive, our graph is supposed to sit in quadrant 1 and quadrant 3. So your answer is supposed to be in quadrant 1 and quadrant what? 3 family. I repeat, this is positive. Your answer is supposed to be in quadrant 1 and quadrant what? 3. Family, what do I do if that is the case? What do I do? I start here, family. I start here. Then I do this. Family, I start here. I do this. Remember, I said you move from the dot line to the dot line. And also here, I start from the dot line. And I go to the dot line. But I don't allow them to what? To touch. And that will be what? My answer, family. So that will be my answer. So, and I have to show my x-intercept. My x-intercept is this one, which is 3,5. You get 1 mark. Guys, you get 1 mark for the correct quadrants. 1 mark for the correct quadrants. You get 1 mark for what? For the asymptotes. And then you get 1 mark for showing the x-intercept. If you also completed the y-intercept, you also have to show both of them. Then 3.4, and then 3.4. With 3.4, they say to you determine, family, with 3.4, they say to you determine the what? The axis of symmetry. But when I determine the axis of symmetry with a positive gradient. Positive gradient, remember, I have m, I have x, and I have what? Y. X and y, I already have them. X and y, my x is equal to 3, my y is equal to what? To -2. Those are always my what? My asymptote. I repeat again, x is 3, y is equal to what? To -2. Then for positive gradient, m is always equal to what? To 1. I repeat, for positive gradient, m is equal to 1. For negative gradient, m is -1. Therefore, your equation is going to be how much? The equation is going to be y is equal to mx plus what? Plus c. Then what do you do, family? You substitute. This is equal to -2 is equal to 1 times what? 3 plus c, family. You do this. And then you multiply. When you multiply, you're going to say -2 is equal to 1 multiplied by 3 is how much? It's 3 plus what? Plus c, family. Then you take this one to this side. It's going to be what? -2 minus 3 is equal to what? To c. Therefore, c is equal to what? To -5. My equation, therefore, your equation is going to be what? It's going to be y is equal to what? Remember, you only substitute m in c. M is 1. Therefore, it's x minus 5. And that is your final answer. 2 marks. Then, they say to you, the transformation, they say that is f and x, but now they do something, guys. They say they do something to what? To f. There's something that they do to f. Whatever they do to f, now f is no longer f, but it's now what? H. And it now looks like this, 1 over x. They say this and this. And get family. So what happened, family? Family, what happened? How did this thing move from here to here, family? They, guys, number one, they got rid of this -3. Guys, but we still -3 now. Guys, capital, but we still -3 in all. Okay? So, guys, how about those -3 na guys, capital, in x minus 3. Mona na 3 ha isa leyo. E bolela family ba edile ka tlase ka kae? Ka 3. Family capital mona na ba re 1 over x. -3 na ha isa leyo. So therefore by in family ba edile ka tlase ka kae? Ka 3, so that this -3 cancels. This -3 is cancelled by what? By +3. That's the first one. Then Mochi says, so what about if they ask for a negative symmetry? No, guys, attendance. I'm shocked with today's attendance, family. Attendance, we are our live sessions today is running around 40 learners. We are at 40, ranging from 36, 35, 36 right now. But in a second, how so settle that? You must show data of the study. Hi. It's very simple. If they want the negative gradient, you still repeat everything. Guys, repeat everything usual. But okay, sorry guys. Phone can such charge. Sorry for that one. My phone was not charging. I repeat, I apologize for that mistake. My phone was not charging. So guys, again, we discuss to say tomorrow re tlo tlamaretse guys. I get to I'll just call interesting Saturday ne Saturday re tla kenang like I said again, as ke seng sana re tla kena but ho sana re tlo etsa utlile interesting sana man Saturday ish guys. Saturday re tlo kena go tisetsa. I think the time is still going to be what it's going to be 3 o'clock if I confirm my fella. But Sunday again we are going to be doing it in geometry. Le Sunday re tlo kena re tseng Euclidean geometry. I repeat guys, re tlo kena re tseng Euclidean geometry, then bosibo rona ka di online re tla be re tsang ho sana re tla etsa trigonometry, then the following day re tla be re etsa analytical what geometry. I'll repeat it again guys. Saturday re tlo kena tisetsang re etse Euclidean geometry, and then the Sunday re etse Euclidean geometry, and then on evening to Saturday re tla be re etsa analytical what Saturday re tla etsa trigonometry, to Saturday evening re tla etsa trigonometry, and then bosiu re etsa until the following day re etsa analytical geometry. Then guys, I get to physics le tlo etsa jwang. I'm not sure guys ka physics le tlo etsa jwang. My stress ka physics ke stress ka physics ke stress ka sa physics ke online classes tsa psi, because online psi le tlo etsa next week ma ka tla fa ngola maths. So physics I'm off, but ke sure ha le bele hakalo like maths maybe whatever ka tlo geometry, but I'm off from what from physics. So re tlo check it and jwang re be sharp guys ka physical science. I really don't know it la be ke altits, but I will still see already etsang sure. And then yeah, please tisetsang ise batla re kenye uniform guys. We have to put on our uniform, full uniform. I repeat, full uniform. So I repeat guys, Saturdays and Sunday full uniform. O ska tla o kentse uniform, o tlo kentse uniform jwang e sharp, then re tla kgona ho etsa ho sebetsa sharp. So family ntse ke tlhalosa askis. Then guys, mona le x minus 3, then mona se le x fela. That means they got rid of this one, this negative 3. Family, how do we get rid of negative 3? We add by 3. So they added ka class ka kae by 8 le ka class ka kae ka 3. Then mona guys ke negative 2. Guys, mona ke negative 2. Therefore mona na se 0. They got rid of that negative 2. Therefore mona na e tla plus 2. So they added by 3 on the bottom, and then they added by what? By 2 at the bottom. So therefore remember, family, left positive, right negative, up positive, down negative. Okay. So when are we getting our shirts? Lisa, I don't want to lie. It's one of my biggest challenges. It's one of my biggest challenges right now, because how it happens is I can remember what one shelter, but I can remember in full. So shelter ba remember it's 70%. Ne, I remember 70%. They said, then I said transport the shirts. But transportile mara ha di so fihle, and then o tla ba pay ke ba patale what the outstanding balance. So I get it right now, ha ke batla bua maka, ha ke tsebe ha pe ke nana ntwe na di extra class ke yona ne ntabotse di payment ka ofela tsa di rent ka ofela, but because se re khutela be kono fit, I think I will follow it up, but ke tla etsa my level best story ke tse sure ha di kolo di bulana tjena na gona khutla ka 10-3 mothemde mona le shit ya ma ya ha ba tlo maka ha ke tseng ko blela ke follow ko di went in ngati ko re honna na tjena. What is the use of focus with keeper if re sa kene ko re stress ka no 25 wa bona? So but ke tla addressa ka meeting wa batswadi ke tla bontsha di-screenshot ke le bontshe payment ke e entseng ha ke tse stress ke ngana tjena ba ka baka la hore kelelo ka se kgutlela happy classing ke tla e latella ngwanaka sharp. So family monana ke ba edile ka di-xing ka kae ka di-xing guys ka di-x value ba edile ka kae ka 3 but le 3 ke eng ke left positive 3 ke eng ke left positive ke left. Therefore this thing was what was moved 3 units to what to the left family. So this thing was moved 3 units to the left and then monana ke plus 2 and this is the y values again. This one is the y values. Therefore, y values up ke positive. So this one will be what? It was moved what? 2 units what? Up. Family. So it was moved 2 units up. Okay. Then the last one they said they want what? The domain. Family. Okay. Remember domain thinking family. Domain x is the element of all the real numbers. Okay. Mara x is kalkanalkai le 3. Okay. Then how about range? Range range y is the element of all the real numbers, but y is kalkanalkai negative 2. Y is kalkanal negative 2. Hi. Ke kentse class.
Oh.
So tlo khathetse. Wa bonahala gore no hlokala mo he. Ma go ntse go batleng bolo ska go bala ntse go tloba batleng bolo. Okay guys, then question 4. Any problem with question 4? Let's move on guys. Question 4. Any problem with question 4? Guys, any problem with question 4? Any problem with question 4? Guys, 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 any problem with question 4? Any problem with question 4? 4.2 and 4.3. 4.2 and 4.3. Di bohloko di nyane. Kita ke right ngikitse ti. Sina sense ke kwaletse ka go ima itse ke bona ka itse go a fihla ka batho ka ke ra itseng itaga. Jo ke na o mitsa ba ema fe. Question guys. Question 4, 4.2, 4.3, left 4.4. Lona he. Wanyiwa ntate, wanyiwa. Batho khona ba phamisang di ka usu ka shino ntate, o ya ngolosa. Fatsimo nanga ke a bolona lo
so ka bana ba tshotse ke so ka bana ba tshotse ta ina ka pelo bala
aka shoza ndara ja complete ja comment ka hayi gona go bona mollosa attendance ya ka sheng
enani
yar mhlana ke 20 15 20 ka shong ma tshedi ba motho o tla tsa plan ya gore a utswa password ya ka next door wanyiwa ntate
wena ntse qeta thushi yaka ka motho la motho tse ke thushi ka yena wa se thushi e ka kitchini
ya ngwapa
bana ba tla ya patala ba tsa o qeta supplies tsa
eh
ke kruza ka ntwe
ke kruza enya ke kruza
ntho go tlhokola ngana mo ke kruza ya
le jwa
ha ntse thushi ya se kruza ke
wait
kruza does not mean it's something which
why eja eja
ya toilet
ke waija
ya toilet
ha a re boputso e ya ka waija na
Nzima ke nna mo ngwana kona nyana mabela tshwana
kwela Asia na je o ya Asia na
eh
bo tshushu ha o se tshushu best ha o ja bo tshushu la ka
yona ha
okay tshushu dijo guys, okay. Renale f at x again is equals to negative x squared plus 6x plus 7. That's our function again. But determine the coordinates of the turning point. Guys, determine the coordinates of the turning point. What are the coordinates of the turning point? Number one. But when I determine the coordinates of the turning point, coordinates I think like x is equals to negative b over 2a. And here a is how much? A it's 1. Family a it's negative 1. And here b it's 6. C keep guy is 7. Family. And here A it's negative 1, B 6, then C positive what? Positive 7. Now with that being the case, retoring here, retoring x is equals to open bracket what? B 6 C into A again negative B, so give negative 6 to A give guy negative 1 family. Therefore it's what? It's negative 6 over negative 2. Your answer is what? Is 3 family. Get 3. I repeat again guys, keep guy get 3. And then what in y guys based on what the coordinates the turning point. Okay, so to say x come to in y recording x in a working to the original equation guys. Capital 3 in a working the original equation. Okay, y is equals to negative x squared plus 6x plus what? Plus 7. Therefore it's going to be y is equals to negative open bracket 3 squared plus 6 times what? 3 plus how much? Plus 7. Then your y is equals to how much family? Will be negative 9 plus 18 plus 17. Your final answer will therefore be 28. Turning point there, how keep guy? Your turning point is 3 is to 28. Your turning point is 3 is to 28. Okay. How about you guys? How about you? Can I method to a bit, guys? Method to a bit of determining the turning point keep completing the square. Ne? But the problem with completing the square, guys, for trauma it's challenging for trauma at but completing the square we have what? We have family, we have y is equals to negative x squared plus 6x plus what? Plus 7. And get how it's actually guys y guys, if x squared if in negative it's a common factor in negative it's a common factor guys, okay, negative negative open bracket over x squared any negative is a positive a to a negative a positive visual, even negative family. Right. So answer is 16. Oh yeah, yes, 16. You almost go. 16. Again, sharp. Say 16, not 20. Thank you guys. Thank you. Bona mo itumela ba tla ga ba jwa o setse letsatsi mo itumela. Le tla ndetsa ke gong ha kae. Okay. Say 7, not 17. Oh, ke na netse phoso ke tse okay, ke bona ke ntse phoso ka kae. Sharp. Sharp. Then family, we are going to say what? Luna? We are going to say retore y is equals to negative open bracket x squared family. Then auto elaga in minus 6x family. Then auto elaga half ya inan. Guys, half ya 60 guys. Half ya 60. Half ya 60 guys. Half ya 60 get 3 man squared family. Again. Then we are going to also subtract by 3 squared minus what? Minus 7. Guys, we don't add half a inana. Half a 6 guy. Half a 6 guy. Keep 3. We don't add 3 squared in. 3 squared. I think the minus okay. 3 squared. Then what we do family? We factorize this one. Guys, we are going to factorize this one. How factorize the in it will guy family? It will open bracket, close bracket, squared. Then you're going to say what family? You're going to say factor x, we want to use x. If in China marrying minus, we want to have a minus. Okay. Okay, then about 3, then in and about 9 minus what is this? 9 minus 7 give minus what? Give minus 16 family. Okay, therefore we multiply everything okay can negative in and about y is equals to negative open bracket x minus 3 squared then okay plus 16. Therefore guys, but in another measure if you got a bracket it is negative man you can have a job it positive, so we could need someone it 3 in ana is to what? It is to 16. Say on 4.1 is not 17, it's 7. Hey, ke lokisitse guys. Ke lokisitse ka fa ke nna hlanya. Anke litse ke lokisitse. It's not 17, it's 7. Yes. Litse ke lokisa nke ga go lokisisa. Okay, maybe ke comment tsa gale. Okay. So guys, ho batla di turning point o ka etsa ka method o nana. Guys, ka ba etsa method wa eng wa completing what? The square. Okay? Sharp. Then 4.2. 4.2 ere ho rona family. Write down the axis of symmetry. Guys, ka enana. Guys, renal axis of symmetry hyperbola. Then renal axis of symmetry enana. Guys, axis of symmetry enana ke eng? Axis of symmetry enana ke x is equals to negative b over what? Over 2a family. Okay guys, it will be negative b over what? Over 2a. Therefore, karaba ke negative 6 over 2 times negative 1. Answer ke 3. This is our equation for the axis of symmetry. Family. I repeat again guys, this is our equation for the axis of symmetry. Any question? Any question? Guys, any question? guys axis of symmetry axis of symmetry akanga ntho e ka ga bracket mo guys akanga ntho wa axis of symmetry akanga ntho e ka ga bracket are x minus 3 is equals what to 0 abanga ena na itlisa ka nkena abare x is equals to what abare x is equals to 3 so ka nna wa enka ka ga bracket ka mona kapa wa etsa ena guys this equation this one ke equation for what for the axis of symmetry that is the equation for what for the axis of symmetry or you can simply take that one okay any questions okay 4.3 4.3 equation up guy yeah y is equals to negative open bracket x minus 3 squared plus 16 guys something is so for the axis of what of for completing what the square again number one write down the equation in this form guys imagine this if you know anything imagine if you batle the turning point ka ntwena ba go ngole in this form so what is the equation of the axis of symmetry of the hyperbola for the hyperbola lisa wa ntlhanyetsa jwale lisa tata the axis of symmetry of a positive gradient to a negative gradient lisa ya nna potso re tswang ho yona na tse ya negative gradient le positive gradient equation ke axis of symmetry ya hyperbola ena na formula ke eng ke parabola sharp so yes or yeah now bang guys this is our graph guys please have a bua ka shifter parabola guys once ba bua ka shifter parabola ke kopa o complete the square page njabulo whoever ka ofela ke kopa ha le complete ntho ba bua ka shifting something up or down left or right guys ke a pheta hape ke kopa letseng beletsa be complete le what the square I repeat ke kopa le completing what the square wa rata kapa wa rata please complete what the square so hana tsena ba itse the graph is shifted 4 units to the left remember left plus right minus up plus down minus okay ba the graph is shifted what the graph is shifted 4 units to the left and then reflected on x-axis family and family so with this one 4 units to the left you add by 4 guys I repeat guys if Barowena the graph is shifted 4 units to the left more only x you add a ka 4 more only x you add a x in ka 4 and then guys if they say they reflected your graph in the x-axis or multiply everything ka -1 family sharp so it's going to be y is equals to we have negative open bracket x make bonang x ka 4 because it's to the left I'm going to add by 4 but there was already minus what minus 3 so guys I'm going to add x ka 4 then beba plus 16 family but because they take a reflector on the x-axis I am going to multiply everything ka -1 guys I repeat again if balba reflector something ka the x-axis you multiply everything ka -1 so therefore your answer is going to be negative open bracket negative x plus 1 plus 16 we multiply everything by negative so it's going to be negative multiplied by negative is going to be x plus 1 squared then minus what? Minus 16, family. And that is your final answer, family. Any question? That's your final answer. Any question? Any question, family? Any question? Okay. Guys, I'm passing question 5 ke exponentially. Ha ke na nako ya exponential. Le questions 5 kaofela ke exponential mono wena o tla bona o etsa jwang ka exponential o sa. Nna ha ke di tsebe. Ga ke di tsebe. Guys, question 6. Ya o qetela re roba le nna ke kgathetse. Question 6. Question 6. So, Manuel. Hey, go ka shingo bona bo mabitso a matjha. Guys, ke mang jwale man? I can signing attendance. Guys, ke bo mang ba ka live ka shin. Cause nna bona le mabitso a matjha. Ke ka bona mabitso le ke a bona ka shin. Mabitso ke a mo ke ka bona mamu. So, say, can we do the calculations for the average gradient? Then. Guys, re entse mobile average gradient. Re entse problem mobile for what? For the average gradient. Guys, dipotso re di entse mobile. Botsa batho ka mo. Botsa batho ka live. We did into average what? Gradient mobile. If you batla average gradient, e seng ke rute ka shene. Ya video nya mobile, live nya mobile. O batla na rentseng ne re tsang average what? Gradient. Because dipalo tsa ntse be sendetseng tsona ka ra group hona le average gradient. Wena tsa ya mobile fela o checka go manipulate ka eng ka average gradient ko kae kana movie sa forward fela wa share question eno ne bua ka eng ka di average gradient ba di a ga shinto le tsa average gradient hai e tlo hlola unless e hlapa lonyeno re yentseng e tlo etsana tje unless e tlo hlabela pa lonyeno tlo etsa ona fonda Sashiya bazali kaya Guys, ke tse kopa signing attendance ke bona go bo mantse ba le tinga mona. Can you please say bona fela but both you we hey batho bana now se tsetsa tsa seras. Ha ka ba tje every day. Ne ka ba hantle bophelong ba South Africa. Ma jwale ka le tshwana le makula le matswante la hlana. So sebenza kanzima ithi ngiyona manjokhanga sa ke bo zama ntse ba le teng ke bo re le mogile msisi ntse ba le teng ke bo Njabulo ke bo Jackson ntse ba le teng ke bo Itumetse wa ntsu Boka okay Boka Chantel Seso, Bogile Manchu, Lisa, Tulani, how to get Albert, the scared school, Buffalo, Alice Bar, Real Forst, and then discussing us Alice Rat, Jeffy. If you know about the influencer, I can't be the influencer. Okay, family. Question 6, probably next day after this one. Okay. Okay, sharp. Fast, family. Fast. Fast. Okay. They say to us, show that K is what? It's 15. They say show that K is 15. Bones or K, you guys, 15. K is what? It's at G at X plus negative. Is equals to negative 3x plus what? Plus K family. So if we can know Y and know X, we can find what? K. So kama about the point A1 ehuduma graph ya G ke 5:0 family ke apitape. But about the point A1 ehugai ehuji ke na point ehuji guy ke 5:0. Therefore, we have to remember that 5. So remember that X by 5. Remember now Y by 0. So okay. It will be B is 0, 5:0, 5:0. 1 point okay, would magic. Therefore, answer is going to be how much? It's going to be 0 is equals to negative 3 times 5 plus K. Then times in a guy, negative 15 plus K. Can get a 7 K is equals to what? To 15. 1 mark. That was your 1 mark finish. Determine the coordinates of D, the turning point. 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 The similar the coordinates of the turning point, X is equals to negative B over what? Over 2A. Remember our A is negative 1, B 2, C 15 family. Okay. So if it's 15 family, is going to be what? It's going to be negative, open bracket, 2 over 2 times how much? 1, negative 1. So remember A guy, negative 1. So it's negative, big 2, 2 over negative 1. Therefore, our answer is going to be what? 1. So the coordinate of D yeah, x I think okay, 1, and therefore you have to find what the y value. The y value, you take it and you substitute it to what, to your original what equation, guys. About y is equals to negative open bracket 1 squared plus 2 times 1 plus 15. Then your y family is going to be how much? It's going to be 16. The coordinates of D family, the coordinates of D will therefore be 1 is to 16. Family. It will be into 1 is to 16 family. Okay? Then for which values is this thing increasing family? But for which values is this thing what? Increasing. For which values of x is this thing what? Increasing. Is f increasing family? Therefore, family, if guys, if we withdraw, guys, if we withdraw, although you can withdraw, guys, how to guys, how to this thing, and then your hand be out dim. Know that thing is increasing. And then once you throw it and the hand goes down, that thing is what? Is decreasing family. Family, I repeat, when you draw it, your hand is going up in that section. But when you draw another section, maybe it's going down. That thing is what? It's increasing and decreasing. So family, if I draw it from here, and I go like this, my hand is going up till this point. Therefore, this side is increasing. I repeat, from here to here, my hand is going up. Therefore, it's increasing. Then when I move from here, then I draw like this. My hand is now going down. Therefore, this side is decreasing for me. So therefore, it's decreasing from here to here. And the coordinates of this one is what? It's 1 is to 16. Okay, for me. So when number 3, when x is less than what? Less than 1. This thing is what? It's decreasing. Meaning, ha x, x ilinyani, that means x the x ha dilinyani ufita 1, nchuna iya increase. So the x ha dilika increase, nchuna ha gitoga yetsa iya hodimo. Mara once x ya ba kholo ufita x ya ba kholo ufita 1 guys, isi iya basi. So that's where your x is less than 1. Any question on that one? Any question on that one? Potso no? Any question on that one? Okay. Now, Barre. Number 3, they say to what? Determine what? The average gradient. Baba, what's the average gradient of what? Of A and what? And D. Family, they want the average gradient of A and D. Guys, what's the average gradient of guy? Yeah, A and D. Guys, it's very simple. Do we have the coordinates of D? Yes. We have the coordinates of D. The coordinates of D is 1 is to 16. Family. Do we have the coordinates of A? Yes. The coordinates of A kin negative 3 is to 0. So therefore they want what? The average gradient. Our average gradient will therefore be m is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 for me. Therefore it's going to be how much? It's going to be 0 minus 16 over negative 3 minus 1, which is going to be negative 16 over negative 4. Answer is going to be 4. So the average gradient there is 4. The average gradient there A and D is 4. Average gradient there A and D is 4. Sharp. Then calculate the length of DE. Calculate the length of what? Of DE. Calculate the length of what? Of DE. They want DE. Family, please be commenting fast. Guys, ba batla length ya DE. So they want this part. Ba batla length. Guys, ba batla part eno. Anke. Ba ga botsa gore length ke kae. Ba botele ba ntshong ke kae. Anke. Guys, ke kopa go botsa mono fela fast. Mono ke Peter umamele hodimo imo. Guys, ke fe graph e ka hodimo? Ho D and E. Ho shile ka D le E fela. Ke fe graph e ka hodimo? Is ana graph e ka hodimo ke ya F ka e ka tlase ke ya G kapa ke ya G e ka hodimo e ka tlase ke ya F. Kopa o njwetse yona. Ana ke graph ya F ka hodimo kapa ke ya G ka tlase? Kapa ke ya G ka hodimo ke ya F ka tlase na? Just tell me that. F on top, G at the bottom. F on top, G at the bottom. Sharp. Thank you very much. So guys, how about length umamele? Guys, umamele sis. How about length ya lineage? O sheba e ka hodimo le ka tlase. E ka hodimo ke F, e ka tlase ke E. So graph ya go batla length ya E ke ntho ke F at X minus G at X. So you say the top one minus the bottom one. Guys, over the top one minus the bottom one. And that's it. Or the top one minus the bottom one. Then, okay, formula. What is your formula? Your formula is going to be minus x squared plus 2x plus 15. Okay? Then, minus open bracket negative 3x minus plus 15. Therefore, it's going to be how much? It will be negative x squared plus 2x plus 15 plus 3x minus 15. Therefore, minus x squared, this one cancel into 2x plus 3x is going to be 5x. This one cancels this one. Okay? Now, guys, can I ask you, guys, fast. X, guys, x ya D ke 1. X ya D ke 1. Okay? Guys, ke kopa botsa x ya E ke bokae? X ya E ke bokae here? X ya E. X ya E ke bokae, guys? X ya E, guys. X ya E 1. 6x Lisa nto bokang x not y x ya D ke 1 le x ya nto ke 1. Okay guys, because family, because banal x e tshwanang. I repeat guys, because banal x e tshwanang, you simply take x ya 1 kenya mo. Therefore your answer is going to be open bracket how much? 1 squared plus 5 times 1, and then your final answer family will therefore be 4. So the length of DE is 4 family. The length of DE is 4. The length of DE is 4. The length of DE family is 4. The length of DE is 4 family. Sharp. Then kappa m guys, you had the coordinates that D in L1 is to 16 family. You had the coordinates of E. The coordinates of E in L1 almost in y. Okay? But because you have the equation family, you have the equation of a line. E was on the line of G. So you have to simply say y is equals to minus 3x minus 3x into plus 15, then substitute by 1. It was going to be negative 3 times 1 plus 15, and then your answer was going to be 12 for family. So the y and 2 guys, y e need to be 12 because the line is on a straight line. Therefore, okay, it's a fella, okay, DE, then you say DE, then you say what? 16, this one, minus 12, and your answer will be 4. Your answer would have been 4. 4, okay, 4, whichever one you would have what preferred. Actually, I'm gonna say the distance what formula. Okay, to talk in certainty 2. Okay, now the distance what formula. Okay. Oh. Any question, family? Because since I'm ready. Guys, any question? Reza mo ba inga into include yathu. Yaga esko. Ke rona. La ke se baba out. Nek na re baba out.
Online is Nzima mos.
Ha ke botsa fe. Ha re mthatsa ni. Ba botsa fe. Just Kata ni ko khasa 6.1. Also 6.6.7. Yeah? It's a one question. Like 6.1, 6.2. Like 6 point, yeah.
Oh, mchunga pakambala wewe makasimu kote na utata.
Good is okay, family. Since I'm cutting again, but if they say if h at x is say guys, but if h at x is write down the equation in a form. Guys, but write down that equation in that form. Okay? In that form. Okay. Guys, okay. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, highly so. Okay. Guys, I get back problem in this form. Problem in this form. In this form. Okay, in this form. Guys, in this form. So what are we going to do? How completed the square? Guys, how completed the square? We had f at x is equals to minus x squared plus 2x plus 15. Okay. So, how can in this thing guys, in this? Because guys, once you minus x like this, let's make a transformation instead of Saudi class. And the given parabola, how about this graph who dim cap class left and right? Oh, complete we similar before it's anything, we similar P. So one is similar. Family, f at x is equals to common factor family. If it is x squared, you complete the square immediately. But if it is negative, you have to take out what? the common factor. So what is the common factor? It's going to be negative, open bracket, x squared. This is positive, this will be negative, this is positive, and then this will be what? This will be negative. Sharp. Then the back of our mark for taking out what? The common factor. Then open family, or f at x, then you say what? You say negative, open bracket, about x squared minus 2x. Then it's what half here in on. Guys, half here 1, half here 2 get 1. So I'm going to add by 1 squared, then minus by 1 squared minus 15. Capital happy, I simply said half here okay, yeah 2, so it was what 1. So I said plus 1 squared minus what? 1 squared minus what? Minus 15. Therefore I said what I'm going to say f at x is going to what? X into open bracket. Then I'm going to have what? I'm going to have another bracket, come on, okay, that's squared. Then I'm going to see what? Again, when I get x squared, I'm going to make the squared disappear. I'm going to take the squared and make it disappear. It's going to be what? It's going to be x. Then guys, if monana L positive, lemon high be positive. If monana L minus, lemon and high be minus. Then monana get 1 squared. In theory, it's x squared equals 1. So it was x squared x. It is now 1 squared equals 1. Okay, for me. Then our final answer man it about negative 1 squared minus 15. It minus what? Minus 16 for me. Okay? And then how minus 16, our final answer is going to be what? It's going to be f at x. Let's multiply everything by negative 1. Therefore, negative 1 multiplied by x squared minus 1 squared, negative x minus 1 squared. Then negative multiplied by negative, positive what? Positive 16. So, say what's it in a bill, then how is it in guys, in an area. Guys, how is so area, when more, again, guys, in f at x. Menel x, guys, in f at x. Bona babaning x, babili x minus 1. Luwena in the same situation. Remember boning x babili x minus 1. Luwena mo bonang x. Luwena mo bonang x mon. Obey x minus 1. So it's going to be this one. It's going to be f. So sikibita 2. Sikibita as sikibita in h at x because siki substitute. Make bonang x cube make bonang x cube x minus 1. So it's going to be negative x minus 1 minus 1 squared female plus 16 again. Then I guess what we do baka tuko on the side minus by what? Minus by 2. So that means on this side I'm going to minus by what? By 2. And therefore my equation is going to be negative open bracket x minus 2 squared plus 14. And that will be your final answer of h. H at x will therefore be minus open bracket x minus 2 plus 4. Any question? Any question? Okay, I guys, we have done it many times. Family, I repeat, fast guys, guys, nalwena guys seretse ba nalwena guys nalwena seretse ba ina ne can I ask fast excuse fast nalwe fast kwata ngikona guys fast guys rosh bana lemu guys kupa lunjetseng ana shwana le di x intercept re shwana le di y intercept guys ba re f at x is greater than 0 ana shwana le di x intercept di y intercept re shwana le family just have fast guys if we have f at x greater than 0 re shwana le di x intercept y intercept di turning point re shwana le e then the batwana is again 2 hours. Attendance is constant for the whole 2 hours.
Yeah, but all of that. Most like that. When shit hits the fan, the fan comes to you.
But when I give movie, but I want to like give movie. So correct, guys. We look at what we look at our x-intercepts. So we only look at -3, and we also look at what at 5. Family. And get we only look at this one. Then we do this. Then we do this. Then we do this. And get sharp, guys. Family. We want where f and x is greater than 0. Do we want it where it's at the top or at the bottom? Can you please show me on this one? Do you want it where it's at the top or at the bottom? Do you want it at the top or the bottom? Do you want the top or the bottom? Top, sharp. So we now have section number 1, section number 2, and then section number 3. So we want it where it's at the top, and family, we want it where it's at the top. So when we want it where it's at the top, is our answer option A or B? So is our answer going to be option A or option B, family? So can you tell me my answer? Is my answer option A or option B? Is our answer option A or option B? A. We want it where it's at the top. A. So on this one, it's at the bottom. Here it's at the top, and here it's what? It's at the bottom. And we want it what? We want it where it's at the top. So the answer is what? It's this one. The correct answer is what? It's A. This one is at the bottom, wrong. We want where it's at the top. We don't want this one, we want this one, we don't want this one. Family. Therefore, based on this, okay, we cancel this one. Our answer is A. So is our answer also, we have 2 answers. So family, is our answer option A or based on this, is our answer option A or option B? Family, based on this, is our answer option A or option B? Thank you guys. So we cancel this one. Our answer is what? It's A. So you take the answers. Your answer is going to be -3, and then your answer is going to be 5. This is your final answer. That's it, guys. That's it. Okay. Okay. Guys, ke hopola ena na ra e etsa maobane la pola maobane re ntse fela ya eng guys maobane re ntse fela ya eng ya dot maobane re ntse fela ya eng ya highly multiply maobane guys what if e le tjenana guys what if it is so and guys ha ba batla okay family guys ba re tloeng hape okay family fast SPC guys because I ke mona guys ne re na le f@x fela ne ke togile graph e jwang e buang ne ke togile graph ya eng fela ya f guys ke kopa go botsa ha di 2 tse re tsa jwang re na le f re na le g ana ke tlo e toga e1 kapa ke tlo toga f fela kapa ke tlo toga g fela kapa ke tlo toga both of them guys di 2 mona ana ke tlo toga e1 kapa ke tlo toga di jwang di 2 na fast So we are going to draw both of them. Thank you guys. Let's draw both of them. Sharp. What's that guys? Nakong ha ba batla ho doma ne? Ha ba batla ho doma. O tlo bona ba ngotse eng? Bona guys, guys, if ba batla ho doma, ke repeat happy. If ba batla ho doma guys, ba batla ho doma, ba tlo ngwache. This thing and this thing are the same thing guys. This thing and this thing, because if you take this one this side, family, if you guys are going to say f@x less than g@x family. So uska tshoa ha e tshwanela na maobane ha le multiply ha o kgone ho etsa ntho na. But how na le minus mahareng mona guys, just take this one and take it to the other side. Please, if both Jena, fix it first. Sharp family. Guys, number 2. Guys, as kissing. Guys, highly Jena Shivanali. Can fast. Guys, highly so Shivanali, highly Jena Shivanali in family fast. Highly so Shivanali. Now when I had Jena Shivanali. Guys, highly so Reshwanali. Okay, so Reshwanali x intercept, y intercept, Reshwanali turning point, Reshwanali. Highly so. I get it highly Reshwanali x intercept. Highly so Reshwanali. Lisa says x-intercept, and then x-intercept nkomo says x-intercept ha ele so ka tla ha ele tjena shebana le di-x-intercept ha ele so re shebana le eng guys ha ele so shebana ha ele one re shebana le x-intercept ha ele so re shebana le eng Araganeng guys ha ele so re shebana le eng guys ha tlo thola fela ba tla try ka tla o hopola go mabana be no fosa no ri guys ha le tjena re shebana le eng ha le ntho ha ele so re shebana le eng mpho says intersection kamo says intersection re tutse mfukeng says intersection guys ke tla mabana re keneng re le banyane ba ka shino re le bangata guys ha ele so re shebana le x intercept ya f ha ele so re shebana le x intercept tsa f fela ha di le so re shebana le x intercept tsa tsona di le 2 guys le ha ele so re na le multiply maring ntse re shebana le di x intercept ma ha sa shebana tsa x tsa f fela se re shebana tsa tsona di le jwang di le 2 family and then ha ele so he ha ele so guys capital by the source le points of intersection then highly so once e ba tjena fela once ba so fela re shebana fela le eng le the points of what of intersection sharp so beitse re shebe me f at x is greater than what than g at x family so point of intersection is this one okay point ya bona pele ke 0 man x ya bona ke 0 then this one x ke kae ke 5 so those are the ones we only look at what when it's like this highly so x intercept are both of the graphs monana x intercept of only one graph. But once it's like this, you look at what the points of intersection. Your critical values are points of intersection. So I now have section number 1, number 2, and section number 3. I now have section number 1, 2, and 3. Section 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. Sharp. Guys, if it's like this, so family, which one between F and G, which one is greater? Guys, between F and G, which one do we want to be greater? Which one is between F and G is greater? Between F and G, if you guys are greater. F. Jabulo says F. Lisa says F. Jabulo G. Jabulo says G.
I stated facts. This wasn't about the show. What exactly gives you the right to be angry?
G. F. Impostole says F. So, people who say F and to say the truth, we want family, in this situation, we want where F is greater than G. I repeat, in this situation, we want F to be greater than G. I repeat for the last time, we want where F is greater than G, family. Now, when we want where G, we want where F is greater than what? Than G, meaning F greater than G, family. We want where F is greater than what? Than G. What does it mean, family? Ibulela ntwinana, guys. Ibulela haljinan. Ibulela rebata where F is on top of G, family. This is what it means, guys. Graph mon, didn't ka section 33 rebata, capital rebata, me F eleng ka hodima eng ka hodima G. Capital happy, guys. Rebata me F, we want where F is greater than G. Okay? We want F should be greater than G. What does it mean? We want where F is it's above G. Family. Now, family, this is G. This is what? This is F. This is F. This is G. This is G, and then this is what? This is F. We want in a section where F is above G. We want where F is above G. So let's look. Section number 1, number 2, number 3. So here, family, here. Again, if it was like this, guys, if it was like this, and if it was like this, family, if it was like this, it's a for example, G greater than F. That means we would want nerotobat, if it is so, nerotobat and G in F. But however, F in G. We want where F is greater than G. We want where F is it's above what? G. F should be above G. Family, here, family, for this one, for section number 1, is F above, we want where F is at the top again. We want where F is above G. Is F above G or below G? Family. Section number 1. Comment fast, 330. Is F below or above G? Scan user section. Is F above or below G? In section number 1. Is F above or below? In section number 1. Below. So in section number 1, F is below. We want where F is above. We want where F is above, family. We want where X is above. Okay. Harry was section number 2. Section number 2. Let's go to section number 2. Let's go to section number 2. Is F above G or below G? Family, in this section, is F above G or below G? Above. Lisa Tobogan and Lisa says above, top. So people are saying what? Above. Correct. Then let's go to the last part. The last part, family. Let's go to the last part here. The last part. Is here. Is F above G or below G? Is F below G or above G in this situation in here? So it's what? It's below, family. Therefore, family, we want where our graph is what? Is above. So that means this is wrong, this is right, and then this is what? This is wrong. Which is the same pattern as this one, family. Which is the same pattern as this one. Therefore, our answer here is going to be 0 and 5. Therefore, our final answer, 5 and 0. This is our final answer. because it was not included. It was not included, therefore we are not going to include it. Family.
Don't try hard.
Ah.
Ready?
Mm.
Second one is I don't know if it's anything.
Yeah?
It's like it's talking.
Nke nna ne sentse ke re ke a bua le wena jwale wena o batla.
The button to put up on the board.
Ma?
Public display.
Okay, family, ba batla ya o qetela ba batla mona na. And then family ba batla me graph rona e leng kae? El maximum. I promise you qeteng on this. More than I don't go more than 30 seconds. On can measure. Not more than 30 seconds. Okay, family, hash benge. Ba batla me tshwarone le jwang e le maximum. Family, ba batla me graph rona le ba batla me this thing what is at the maximum. Okay? I repeat, guys, they want where this thing is what it's at the maximum. Guys, can I ask you fast? Ba batla where this thing is what it's at the maximum. Guys, maximum point ya rona guys, hotting point guys, maximum point ya rona ke D. Okay? So guys, if maximum point ya rona is D, guys, get pick up. If maximum point ya is D, o tlo sheba y value ya D. Guys, o tlo sheba y value ya D. Y value ya D ke kae? Ke 16. So how about ntho ya le maximum? O nka fela y ya in ya 10 point ya. So your answer is going to be what? It's going to be 316 minus what? Minus 12. Okay, it's a roll fair. And that's your answer actually. So how about the maximum value? On ka fela 10 point ya monana, we substitute the monana. Your answer is 3 to the power of what? Of 4. So I get 256. I can say but yes. So but that will be what? Your answer. So how about the maximum value? You simply put in what? The value of the what? Of the turning point y value at it. Okay. And then if you know about the minimum value in yeah turning point but whether yeah, the answer is actually what? It's actually 81. Okay. So that will be what your answer actually. Your answer will be the maximum will be 81. If you know about the minimum, not longer why you are in your minimum value, which is getting point up. Okay, how about the maximum kapa minimum? Okay, guys. Okay, the turning point, guys. Then kibutso tlhalosena ya k ya plus k what nna ha go advise ke go yetse ka nto guys o yetse ka the nature of the roots but ke tla hlalosetsa go e bona graphong sure for now but for now are avoiding it about 6.9 but how it's about the real roots we solving ka go solve the nature of the roots family. Then with that being the case, thank you very much guys for today's class. Good luck to tomorrow. Work hard, try your level best. Then like I said, Saturday there will be a class, a physical class. Saturday that's a show a physical class. Okay. And yes. Thank you very much guys. I love you very, very, very much. and keep on supporting, keep on working. I know it's quite a challenging time, but Tata will be fine for me. Thank you very much. Let me just pray, so that let's just pray, and then we will see tomorrow. But tomorrow there will be no class because I'll be tired. I just want to rest tomorrow. So thank you very much, Father. We thank you for today's grace. We thank you for today's mercy. We humble ourselves and wait for us for your guidance, your strength and leadership. I pray for every learner of Eat Well of Coach, Father. I pray for every learner to do well, Father, tomorrow in their exams, Father. We pray for good results. We pray for good grades. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. Thank you very much, guys, and take very, very, very good care of yourselves. Sharp, sharp, guys. Sharp, sharp.